Hello everyone, my name is Xiaoting. I want to talk about my game idea inspired for the two games I have analyzed. So I want to build an impactful story where can emotionally impact the audience, and also the game will have there's a freedom of exploration of the player. So the first game I play is called Xiaoting. It's a puzzle-based game. It is a tragedy kind of story generated. The second game is called Star Reader. It is a exploration based game, and the kind of game is generated is the story generated is epic. So in theoretic, the players given a set of action they can act about, and I think it's more like they have. For each action, they have prerequisite and effect. At the end of the game, the player need to use all the available action and to achieve to an ending. So I observed that most of the story is generated is a tragedy. Well, it can have a tragic hero, and that will have a very bad ending at the end. But I think this kind of story is emotionally impactful to the reader. Even the player may not very much enjoy the puzzle solving process, because some of the puzzles is really difficult to solve, and I feel like there's a one level in this game it is really hard for me and I cannot solve it using my own logical reasoning. But at the end the story it generated good, and I think if we make the puzzle simpler and the player can enjoy the process while the story it generated can be also good according to the reader, it will be really good mechanism. The second one I play is called Star Reader. It is a game. It is a game like describing centering on a captain who is managing a ship, spaceship, where they have a group of crew and some cargo. So the narrative of the story is very delicate or interesting. Because at the beginning the player is only making choices, and it doesn't seem like there's not a lot of thing happening. But at the end, you will find the captain can be killed by some of the by some of the crew, and he don't even know why. So I read a PowerPoint of the author of this game. He has talked about that some of the crew can have some. So you will see some emoji at this bar, and he has some emotion that will evolve over time. So some of the so actually a lot of every NPC have in the game have their own emotion, and they have their own characteristic. But it is not revealed to the player who is the captain at the beginning. But it will evolve over time. Like somebody can grew very scary. He will do some very bad thing because he has have a dark secret. But this kind of setting, according to the author, is more interesting, and I also think so. Even if I didn't notice that at the time I played, but I was really surprised when I died, because I even don't know my the NPC can have an emotion, or he is angry at me and he want to kill me. But I think this kind of setting is really interesting. So if I want to make a game, so my game idea is to combine the little puzzle in the theoretic and make it more simpler, and putting into this kind of Star Raider kind of game, because it allow user to make a lot of simpler choice, and the implementation won't be very difficult. However, I was thinking about like the overall story will be not so lengthy, but it will have more interesting small incidents, and that make the story more interesting. Thank you.